The Bitcoin revolution has an open bar. Mm-hmm. And you think that this is a revolution that is organized and well thought out and it's going to work? The Bitcoin revolutionaries are drinking vodka sodas and they work at Facebook. Your revolution is a sham. Your God is a lie. You know where I was in 2008 during the financial crisis? I was on the streets protesting Goldman. I almost set myself on fire in front of Goldman Sachs because they didn't hire me.
But Fed's not done, and I'm going to tell you why.
Welcome back to Sean's show, episode 34. I'm here as always with my Jamaican producer.
What up, man?
Josh Cabaza. What up, man? What's good, man?
Yeah.
It's good, and then P. Diddy's a pedophile, man. It's crazy, man. We're gonna talk about P.
Isn't
Diddy.
he in the Caribbean right now?
Is he?
I think so.
He's in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I planned that.
Yeah, I
planned that.
I got that Sean Paul disease. That's why I look like this.
What disease does Sean Paul have?
Sean Paul. I don't know if it's not a disease. He looks, to me, he always looked Mexican.
Oh.
But he's Jamaican.
Oh, and you're saying...
You know who Sean Paul is?
No. Wait, I think I do.
Yeah, you've probably seen him before.
He's a rapper.
I don't know.
Sean Paul who?
Sean Paul, I guess rapper is what you'd call him. Let me see. I'll pull up.
What's his stage name?
Sean Paul?
What?
Yeah. Sean Paul. That's Sean Paul.
Nah, no.
He's Jamaican.
But he looks Mexican?
To me, he looks Mexican.
And you're saying that that's a disease?
It's not. I said. Yeah, I got the same disease as Sean Paul. We're both Jamaican.
Okay, sure.
Look, see what I'm saying?
They're all brown to me, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, if you see this dude in the barbershop right now, are you going to assume he's Jamaican or Mexican?
Mexican.
Yeah, 100%.
He's got sunglasses.
Yeah. Sean Paul's Mexican.
So Puff Daddy,
P. Diddy,
Diddy,
the
diddler,
yeah,
Puff Diddler. Is that still? Well, that's that. We're just talking before we aired that you can make a funny. It's hard to do a take on Puff. It's every nickname's been done on Puff.
Well,
Puff
no,
Daddy.
I'm going back and listening to lyrics that some of his rappers said, like Biggie Smalls had a lyric that said, "We'll kidnap your kids, fuck them in the ass, and throw them over the bridge." And I'm like, I remember listening, I'd be like, why the fuck would you say that?
That's art. That's called art. I say, I as someone who says stuff like that,
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
we shouldn't be digging up old lyrics. Like in 10 years, when I'm dead, I don't want you guys to look back at the podcast and be like, "Oh my God, was he also a serial killer?" Like,
that don't make sense.
Rappers don't believe anything they say, just like podcasters don't. Comedians don't believe anything we say. I don't believe anything I say. I say stuff,
yeah,
because I like to say it out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I like the way it comes out of my mouth. I also like the way stuff comes in my mouth.
Oh, then you're
see, that was
that's the iced coffee talking.
That's the ice. We are sponsored by. I'm so excited to announce our first sponsor. Did I already reveal it, guys? I worked on a huge brand deal with a multinational conglomerate, and the reason I chose this coffee brand, as you know, I love coffee. I hope you're listening to this on your way to work. I hope you listen to this and it fires you up. I'm an alpha male. I had some pre-workout yesterday. I'm still high. I bought some pre-workout off a guy in an alley on 6th Street.
Let's move.
And I'm still hot. I'm still feeling it.
Cut with fentanyl.
Cut with dreams.
Oh, okay.
and strength. And I worked at a brand deal. I worked at a brand deal with a coffee company. You may know it as Starbucks. I call it the Israel Coffee Forces. So we are going to be drinking Starbucks until the end of time. Everyone's boycotting Starbucks because of Palestine. And I guess Starbucks donates to Israel somehow. Mm-hmm. I guess
they all do.
I guess Benjamin Netanyahu drinks macchiatos or frappuccinos. It's crazy. Anyway, we're not sponsored by Starbucks, but this is a big ass thing of coffee, and we're gonna get fucked up today.
I always saw the logo. I don't know why I always thought of it as like the lady, but holding her legs up like that. That's what it looks like to me.
Oh, it does. It
Yeah.
does kind of look like she's like ready to get fucked.
Yeah. It's like,
She's Palestine. Duh. And we are Israel. So thank you for listening. Guys, I'm very happy with the growth of the show. If you are familiar with numbers,
we're growers, not showers.
We're growers, not showers. It's a show that grows. So I'm excited. We got over 12 people listening to the last episode.
Fuck yeah.
Which is it was actually 1,200. That's also a lie. You'll never know.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube. That's how big we are. It's 20. It's about like 120. So thank you for listening. This is a big fan base.
You know what somebody told me? They're like, all right, so 120 people listen to your podcast, and you think like, oh, that's not a lot. But if there's 100 or 120 people at your show, would you feel like that's a lot?
I would, if all of my listeners were in a room, I would call the police because we would be able to get rid of a lot of sex criminals off the street. A lot of doomsday preppers. A lot of
those are my people.
Bitcoiners, libertarians.
Yes.
Which actually brings us to our first episode. So what are we going to talk about? We're talking about P. Diddy. We're not talking about the bridge collapsing in Baltimore, which is crazy. There's not much to say on that, but we'll
Ryan
cover
Garcia said it was going to happen. The boxer?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
He tweeted out like a week before and said something bad's going to happen March 26th in
but that's
Baltimore,
come on.
Maryland. But he nailed
Baltimore?
it. He nailed it. Yeah, March 26th, Baltimore, Maryland, something bad is going to happen. He tweeted it out. He's going on a weird rant, but yeah.
I could tweet that at any point in time something bad's happening in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah.
Like he could just be like, "Wow, someone got shot or murdered," or like, but that is crazy that it was a fucking catastrophe. And we're gonna talk about a bunch of other shit. So let's get into it. What do I want to start with? So before we get into like, there's a bunch of fucking news this week.
Yes.
But I want to start with kind of a local story. So, as you know, we are pro Bitcoin on this show.
Yeah.
We are pro Bitcoin. We love, Josh is a self-described Bitcoin maxi.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is the gayest.
Yeah. I believe in the Bitcoin milkshake theory.
Let's go over before we do the story. So this story is about a rising. Actually, Josh, you might know about this. Mm-hmm. It's a clubhouse, almost a secret society in Austin, on 6th and Congress. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of doxing them, but they have the address in the news article, so I guess I'm not doxing them. It's a secret society of Bitcoin maximalists, and there's an open bar.
That they only accept Bitcoin?
And probably.
See, that's stupid. I never want to belong to any club that's like, we are the Bitcoin owners. No, motherfucker. Like,
sorry, what did you say 2 seconds ago? I gotta drink more coffee.
That they use Bitcoin to purchase drinks.
Before that, I have fucking Alzheimer's, guys.
I don't know. I would never be a part of any club that's like, we're part of the one club. We have one Bitcoin. We're part of the 10 club. You don't tell people how much you have, you big old dummy.
Yeah.
Because eventually you're going to be, you know what I mean?
A target.
A target by the government or by people. And I think by the time we're in our 60s and 70s, they're going to be talking about Bitcoiners like they talk about boomers. Like, well, you're lucky. You got to buy Bitcoin at like 10, 20,000, and we got to buy Bitcoin at, 5 million. Like, what the, like, it's the same way with houses.
Right.
You bought a house for 20 grand in the 70s, and now I got to pay 400.
Except you can't sleep in a Bitcoin.
No, but I can make it travel anywhere in the world and collect interest off of it.
Yeah, but I can do that with children too. Traffic. People talk about Bitcoin. Sex trafficking is a really hot industry. That's enough child. Oh, Dan Schneider is the other big story.
Yes.
The Dan Schneider documentary.
Yeah.
It's not that I have a sex trafficking business.
Yeah.
It's the Dan Schneider doc. That's what's on my mind.
Yeah.
So no, you're gonna explain a theory, Bitcoin something theory.
Oh, the milkshake theory.
Yeah. Explain what Bitcoin milkshake theory is.
I drink your milkshake.
Is it really based on that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking dope.
So basically, it's like, okay, first.
Drainage.
For the first time ever, citizens got to front run the banks and the corporations, which never happened. So right now you have small countries adopting Bitcoin. El Salvador, right?
Right.
El Salvador is adopting it, right? And so
I like the way you say that.
Thank you.
El Salvador.
El Salvador.
Bitcoin.
They have the Bitcoin. And then, so small countries, now you're having large corporations, BlackRock, you know, and then soon, you know, Apple's going to be more involved in it, and Microsoft and all these large companies. Then larger countries, Russia, China, America. The United States said they have 200,000 Bitcoin that they got from Silk Road. And they're like, we're going to sell it. And they keep saying they're going to sell it. They haven't sold it.
No. Why would they sell it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they're not going to sell it. They're not going to put it back out on the market. And so the whole thing is that so all the derivatives, all the inflation that has to go somewhere. It's not, energy's not destroyed. It's just transferred.
Right.
Where's it going to transfer to? Bitcoin.
So the Bitcoin milkshake, why is it called the milk? It's literally from
the movie.
There Will Be Blood.
I drink your milkshake.
I want to see a redo it. I want them to redo that scene, except the guy that murders his friend is just a Bitcoin maximalist.
They do that. They have it like, it's on Twitter, and it's like a little Bitcoin on him. Like,
really?
Yeah, and he's like, I drink your... Yeah.
So, okay, here, I love that you said that, because that really, and again, I love Bitcoin. I'm going to make fun of
And Ether's
Bitcoiners.
going down.
Really?
Well, the SEC is suing them right now, calling them a security.
Well, you know, all of these cryptocurrencies will be sued into oblivion, and it'll be for naught, because they're ultimately a extra sovereign asset.
Yeah, the others.
Right?
I think there's only like 9 truly decentralized cryptocurrencies.
And I mean, the thing is, I think one of the reasons you can't really, and you know, people wonder like, well, why can't I just start my own cryptocurrency? Number one, you can't even read, you dumbass. Number two, even if you could start one and you knew what is it, Solana, or what the language, the computer science?
That's one of them. Then there's Ethereum, Cardano,
or the actual language that you use to code blockchain.
Yeah.
I forget what it is, but even if you could make one, all of these other coins, the whole point of making one is so that you own 80% of the fucking coins, and everyone else owns 20%, and that's not a very good proposition. That's why Bitcoin is so one of the reasons it's become so maintain its popularity is because of the fact that, well, I don't know. There are
Satoshi owns 1.1 million,
and out of 20 what?
Out of 21 million.
So here's the thing. That's actually not that bad of a wealth distribution when you think about it. And think about stock equity in America. The richest, the 1%. Own 50% of the stock market.
Right.
In Bitcoin, the quote unquote 1%, I would like to see, maybe not, I would like to see the 1%, how much Bitcoin do they own?
It's the United States.
It's country.
200-something thousand. Michael Saylor owns like 180 or 160,000.
So
BlackRock is catching up. Fidelity's catching up. So all these companies are going to own more than the government and Michael Saylor.
Yeah. And so it's an exciting time. And Austin, where we film this show, I won't ever say that we film it in Buda. So go to Buda. If you want to, we're filming this in Buda. It actually is the morning right now. It's like, well, it's not the morning. It's the morning for me. It's noon.
Yeah.
A comedian waking up at noon is crazy. I feel like it's like 6 a.m. I literally feel like this is like a morning show.
Yeah.
But it's like noon.
I sleep in intervals.
Me too.
I wake up at like 7, and then I'll take a nap like in the middle of the day.
That's gonna give you cancer, dude.
Probably. I mean, I'm doing Zen.
You're zenning,
and I got an energy drink, and there's a bunch of stuff. There's big old wires behind this brick wall. I'm sure that's gonna do something to me.
I mean, I'm probably getting cancer too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sue you.
Okay.
Or no, we'll both sue the landlord. How about that?
There you go. That's who you sue.
You just gave away that we're in a basement and we can't say anything more.
We're at the Comedy Frequency.
Fuck. But that's not a real place. We don't exist.
There you go.
We're in the middle. We're on Mars. We're in space. We're in the Bitcoin clubhouse. Actually, that's where we record the show. So Bitcoin. So there's in Austin. Austin has become sort of a hub for Bitcoin maximalists because Austin is in Texas, which is very anti-regulation. And it's
Also home of the biggest Bitcoin miner in the world.
really
Core Scientific
Core Scientific Space in Austin.
is in Austin.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have the crypto industry, you have, I would even say, Rogan, you've got the cultural component of, let's say, I don't know, libertarianism, or just free thought. You've got you have the intersection of free speech, libertarianism, I would even say republicanism, no state tax.
The big three right now
Gun rights.
in Austin is comedy, Bitcoin, and poker.
Yeah.
Those are the
Dude,
three that
I
are
wanna-
growing like crazy here.
And I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna go to? Trans.
There you go.
Just kidding. I love New York. I love it. No.
You're gonna be eating rat. Get your butthole checked on the subway by the police.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the subway and they'll be like, get in your fucking seat.
Yeah.
They're like pushing me with their gun barrel. The subways are flooded. It's crazy. You see these videos? The subway is flooded
Right now?
in New York.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're like, people have to like walk over these like cardboard bridges to get to the subway because the fucking subway is flooded.
Oh shit.
It's crazy, man. Luckily, I Uber. See, that's the thing. People say, "Oh, if you move to New York, you're gonna have to take the subway. It's gonna suck." So, like, I can't Uber because Uber's so expensive there, right?
Yeah.
I don't have a plan.
Lyft.
Lyft. It's cheap.
And get a Chase bank card and use it on that, and they give you 20% back.
Oh, it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
See, you can stop being poor if you just thought like Josh Cabaza.
Learn how to use credit. Credit either fucks you or helps you.
Yeah, it really does. But thankfully for Bitcoin, credit won't matter.
No.
Well, there'll be a new type of credit check. The new credit check will be how many Bitcoin do you have, and then
You'll be able to buy property without having to sell your Bitcoin because you're just going to be able to. All the banks are going to want to do is custody your Bitcoin. So they'll gladly hand over a commercial building that they're holding because the commercial buildings are going to. There's going to be a whole collapse of them. So they'll gladly hold your Bitcoin because it's a lot easier to lend that shit out and make products off of that than it is the commercial building that's only in that area.
right. And you got the remote work trend. I mean, there's so many things going against commercial property. But let's take a look at this club. So I like clubs. I like clubs. I like being in clubs. I like comedy clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I like other types of clubs.
What kind of clubs?
I like poker clubs. Those are fun. I've been to a few of those. I like
EDM clubs?
I'm not a big fan of EDM clubs. I was in a frat for 2 weeks.
There you go.
That was a club.
Mm-hmm. No, that was a brotherhood.
I was in a brotherhood. And this is, I'm glad you used that word.
Mm-hmm.
This club in Austin that we're about to talk about, it's a brotherhood. And what I mean by that is no one in the club has sex with women. They are maybe they're rich. Maybe they do get pussy.
Probably smoke cigars.
They smoke cigars, and I think that this is a microcosm of what's happening all over America, where people have to cling to something because our country's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Our country's failing. So people need to cling to something, to a god. You need to cling to a god or you have nothing.
It is a cult. I'll say that.
For many people, their god is God. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. He lives forever in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, they cling to comedy and Sean's show, which is, thank you very much for doing that.
I feel bad for those people.
Yeah, you guys are fucked. If you think I'm flying all of my listeners out on my PJ when the world is fucked and we have to go to Antarctica because Antarctica is the only place that's habitable, you're wrong. I'm flying 3 of you out. And it's the 3 of you that ask questions this week. I'll go, who's asking me a question on
You're
Facebook?
gonna fly right over
Get
that
on.
ice wall.
Yeah, it's it's like Noah's Ark. Sean's G5.
Yeah, there you go.
God told
Sponsored by Starbucks.
God told me in a dream that I need to fly some of you on my G5 over the ice wall.
Well, that's why I'm going out to out in the desert on April 8th.
for the solar eclipse.
The world's supposed to end.
I hope it does. I hope the solar eclipse happens and it causes all the satellites to crash or something.
So it was like, well, when was the last one we had? It was just a few months ago, right? And
it's so funny. 4 years ago, this is the rarest eclipse that will ever happen.
Yeah.
And now this time, all it is it's these bullshit vendors that want to sell you a bottle of water for $20.
oh, but I really like this one. This guy goes, the first time you did it, the lineup of the eclipse went over 7 cities in the United States,
Right.
called Salem, which means I forgot what Salem's in the Bible.
Oh, like the witch trials?
But the actual word is like supposed to be like I bring you peace or something, some shit like that. This is off fucking Instagram stories.
And now this eclipse, it spells Diddy.
Well, no, it's 7 cities that starts with an N that it goes over.
Whoa.
And
whoa.
and it's supposed to mean not apocalypse, but like judgment or some shit like that. And it's like, so this April 8th, judgment is coming. I was like, well, I'll be in the desert.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I will not. I'll be in the Bitcoin clubhouse
There you go.
where there's no sun or day or night. There's only
Just
Bitcoin.
gold Bitcoin.
Only LED screens. You know what I want to do? All these Bitcoin maximalists at this club, they're libertarian. A lot of them are libertarians. They're pro Second Amendment. They are into, and again, these are all ideas that I think make sense. But it's about a spectrum. We can't have. Well, actually, I am pretty radical. I was about to say I don't think anyone should have the right to manufacture a nuclear weapon. But I feel like maybe I do believe that. Why? I mean, no, I think it should probably be illegal for people to organize and manufacture nuclear weapons.
Yeah, that's probably good.
So, like, how pro Second Amendment are you? Because, like, pro Second Amendment is the ability for the individual to own arms. So it's like, I think you should be able to have as many guns as you want. I do. Whether you have 10 AR-15s or 100 AR-15s,
I think it should stop at,
I'm still murdering your child.
I think it should stop at submarines and tanks.
See, so it's like, where do you draw? But like, tanks don't kill people. People kill people.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the most you can have is a tank.
So you can have
A tank, you can have a
stop
submarine.
at tanks. Okay, so you can have including tanks.
Yeah.
So like a nuke, obviously a
You
nuke,
can have a drone. That's fine.
a drone with with a gun on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, to go hunting.
No, not at all. Not at all. To
I
protect-
want to make a nuke, and then people are like, "Why are you making a nuke?" I'm like, hunting. I'm gonna hunt.
Well, the whole thing is just like when people are like, why you need ours to protect yourself from the government? It's not to protect myself from the government. It's to protect myself from my fucking neighbors, because when society collapses and I have shit and you don't have shit, where are you going? You're coming to me to try to get my shit.
Right.
So I have to protect myself from my own fucking neighbors.
Damn.
And I'm taking all their wives.
For a price.
Yeah.
That's what Bitcoin is going to be used for.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's going to be used to solicit sex.
To buy wives.
To buy wives. I mean, that's actually probably what's going to happen. But so let's dive in. Let's dive into the club. That's enough. That's enough context. So inside inside Austin's Bitcoin underground. Austin is a key hub for the Bitcoin community. Bitcoiners have flocked to Texas because of its pro-crypto policies and ecosystem of developers and miners. Venture funding in the startups being built on top of Bitcoin's base chain is gaining momentum.
You know why a lot of them moved here too? Because They're trying to create a law. It was Elizabeth Warren saying that you can't self-custody your own Bitcoin, that should be illegal. And Texas passed a law saying that you can't. So the federal government could say, oh, it's illegal to self-custody. But Texas is like, no, if you live here, you can self-custody.
Well, it's insane that would be...
Because you're taking money out of the system.
Elizabeth Warren is a fucking dumb cunt shill bitch. Just like every politician equally. Except for Hitler, he was worse than everyone.
Yeah.
But all the other ones, Stalin, if you've genocide, I mean...
Stalin, I think, killed more people than Hitler, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, Hitler didn't kill anyone.
I'm sure he killed a few for fun.
No, I'm saying like...
He killed himself.
Yeah.
And Ava
That's
Braun.
at least, that's one. That was a Holocaust denial joke, but...
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, I thought you meant he literally did not physically kill anybody.
No, it wasn't even close to it. You look at the...
He killed all the people in World War I that was in his platoon that was in that little...
bunker?
Bunker.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't hear that. So he goes, and then something in Hitler's mind said, move. And he moved away, and a grenade exploded, killing everybody in his platoon in the bunker. And I'm like, that sounds like Hitler was like, fuck these dudes. And threw it in there. I was like, something told me. It's like, no, motherfucker, you killed him.
Why would he kill his own platoon?
He probably sold his soul to the devil. He was like, devil, I want to be somebody. We'll kill all these people. All right. And then he fucking blew them all up.
What? Remind me, what was World War I about? I'm a great commentator, by the way.
Didn't Ferdinand?
Ferdinand got assassinated.
And then there was the Great War, and they played soccer on Christmas or some shit. And
what were the sides?
it was Germany was always on the bad side, of course.
Shouts to Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, and then we were, I don't know, it was Germany, and I don't know who else was on their side.
Japan, were they
No,
Axis
Japan
power?
wasn't. Not in World War I.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's Germany and then some other people, and we were fighting Germany.
Yeah.
It's crazy that now we're like a very close ally of Germany.
Well, because we Americanized them.
Did we? I feel like there's some grumbling. Some mumblings and grumblings.
Of course.
I mean, that's Norm Macdonald's famous joke. He's like, Germany shouldn't get to be a country because it always goes to war with, who does it choose as its opponent? The world.
Yeah.
So funny. Rest in peace. I
mean, we
anyway,
helped bring their wall down or something.
We kind of went on a tangent. But, self-custody in Bitcoin, which just means you can own it yourself without having a bank involved.
You put it on a wallet,
right?
A digital wallet. So in case the whole grid goes down or you need to move the fuck out of wherever you're at, you live in the Ukraine and you want to get the fuck out, instead of having to take all your money out of the bank or carry a bunch of gold with you, you carry 24 words in your head. And when you get to the next side, you get the phone and you're able to get all your money back.
You know what my 24 words would be?
What?
Pussy, 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 pussy. Does it have to be 7 letters each word?
You don't get to choose your words. They give you the words.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you write them down, and then every night, instead of saying your prayers,
I don't like that. They give you the words.
Any wallet, it generates the words for you.
They cannot see the words.
Yeah, they're not, well, depending. So it turns out there's a company out of France called Ledger. And Ledger, they found out it has a back door. So if the French or United States government's like, yo, we need this person's 24 their key phrases, they can get it.
So they can subpoena the company.
They can subpoena the company and get it, right? And they're like, wait a minute, what the fuck? You said that you couldn't do that because it's closed source. Their whatever is closed source.
They lied.
Yeah. The one that everybody's using now is called Trezor, and they're out of the Czech Republic. And they don't have a backdoor.
Trust the Czech Republic either.
Yeah. But their code is open source, so you can see everything they're doing. I've never looked into it, but
yeah, and that's the whole thing. Is
I trust the people on Twitter.
here's how and now you're trusting retards on Twitter that don't know anything.
Yeah.
And that's your financial plan. I'm not criticizing you.
No, I forgot his name, but
I'm not doing anything. You're actually trying.
Yeah.
So I don't even own any of this stuff.
Yeah.
It's because it's like, it's so fun.
Neither do I. I have no Bitcoin. I have none.
But here's how I would I feel like the only way to actually own Bitcoin hyper anonymously would be to like literally, I would do like gang shit. I would literally like probably go to Atlanta, wear a ski mask. I would literally wear all fucking black ski mask, go to an ATM, a Bitcoin ATM in the middle of the night. I would literally spray paint the fucking camera. And then I would use the Bitcoin ATM
Put cash
with
in it.
gloves, with gloves on me, and then cash into a Bitcoin wallet.
The only way to be completely anonymous is if, like, let's say you
That's how extreme I would be if I bought Bitcoin.
A powerful computer, like a lot of powerful computers, and then you mined it yourself. Because they know that it got mined at this address, but that address is not connected to your name. If you buy off of Coinbase or any of the other ones, they know exactly who you are. So
They've got your fucking email.
Yeah,
They've got your daddy's email.
They got your ID.
They got everything.
If you try to take $10,000 off of Coinbase, you got to put your ID in there because they send it to the IRS.
Yeah, Coinbase it's a sham. It's just fucking.
So anytime
it's U.S. Bank. It's Wells Fargo. You fucking dumbasses.
Anytime
Coinbase
it drops, they say you won't let you buy, it won't let you sell, nothing. It just stops it, and then it'll like wick down to like 59,000, and then it'll go back up, and then let's say it's at 63 or 64, then it lets you do it. But they keep fucking.
It's evil.
Yeah.
What they're doing is they're probably involved in selling order flow to BlackRock or preventing buyers from buying low.
Well, there might be there will be a short squeeze coming soon because the big exchanges are running out of OTC, off the market. They sell straight to BlackRock and Fidelity. That way the price doesn't jump up. They just sell it at a premium. Because if you're buying 10,000 Bitcoin at a time, it's going to fucking jump like crazy, the price. So they sell it OTC at a premium, and they just transfer
like
that
a private
in the
sale.
Correct.
like a private gun sale.
But
which I've done a lot. I have a lot of guns.
They're running out. And so what they're doing is hitting up customers that have 100 or 1,000 Bitcoin and saying, we'd like to purchase your Bitcoin from you
for
a premium.
110%.
I don't know what it is because I'm not even close to that, but I'm saying like that right there is a sign they're running out.
Fuck, I'm jacked up on coffee and I want to buy Bitcoin so bad. I'm in Austin, Texas, fucking obliterated on coffee, trying to buy literally 1.1% of a Bitcoin.
It's a co-working space?
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about it. So it's called Bitcoin Commons. 25 minutes later, Bitcoin Commons. It's a clubhouse in Austin, Texas, and I stumbled upon this news article, and I want to focus on it. You might be thinking, Sean, you're being myopic. You talk about world events. Why are you focusing on this little clubhouse? Because sometimes you need to zoom in. And that's what we do on Sean's show. We zoom in. So let's zoom in to the Bitcoin Commons. By day, it functions as an open plan, fluorescent lit co-working space for the more corporate-minded Bitcoin operators. But at night, it moonlights as a safe space for underground meetups of the industry's rogue actors to rape children. What the fuck? Periodically, it plays host to conferences that draw in a mix of attendees ranging from venture capitalists to armed preppers living entirely off the grid, and Jelly Roll. Why is Jelly Roll? That was a joke too. And on some afternoons, once happy hour hits, the kitchen at the back is retrofit with a stowaway bar. So I want to focus on the bar. The Bitcoin revolution has an open bar. And you think that this is a revolution that is organized and well thought out and it's going to work?
It's decentralized.
Yeah, everyone's getting fucked up on dry martinis. Everyone's getting obliterated.
They drink absinthe.
Yeah, the Bitcoin revolutionaries are drinking vodka sodas, and they work at Facebook. Your revolution is a sham. Your God is a lie. Your God is a lie. The guys at the
Haram.
Bitcoin Clubhouse.
What you're saying is haram. It's
Ramadan.
Yeah.
Actually, happy Ramadan for all those who celebrate.
Actually, the Islam community was because something about interest. They don't like.
Oh, that's actually in the scripture. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're saying that no, Bitcoin is actually good money because it doesn't work that way. It's not
debt. Well, the Bible, the Quran, not the Torah, say that lending money is evil. I'm kidding. That's a lie. I'm joking. I'm pretty sure all 3 books say that. Well, it's called usury. You know what that means? Usury, or I used to pronounce it usury until someone said you're retarded. Usury, all it is, and I've actually read a tremendous amount on the philosophy of debt, and
that's why you just went all crazy.
Yeah,
remember that one time that you started whipping all the fucking bankers? He's like, you're fucking over people with your interest. You can't do this shit.
You know where I was in 2008 during the financial crisis? I was on the streets protesting Goldman. I almost set myself on fire in front of Goldman Sachs because they didn't hire me. Everyone was outside. We need a fair economy. Take down the 1%. And I'm like, I want a job.
Dude, I had no idea that was happening in 2008.
Really?
I graduated college in 2008.
That's hilarious.
And my dad was
blissfully unaware of the financial crisis.
Yes, yeah. I had no idea.
Well, if you know that, who cares?
Well, I had some debt, but I had no idea. And then I go and I'm applying for jobs. And I'm like, why is it so hard to get fucking jobs right now? And then I finally got a job, and it fucking sucked. And they paid me $15 an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got a degree. I'm paying $15 an hour. And I remember having meetings, and everybody being all like, all the older people were like, oh, I just got to keep my job. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody?
That's exactly what caused the financial crisis. There's a bunch of pussies that are like, oh, I don't want to get fired. If you aren't willing to get fired, here's some real shit. And here's me being on my alpha male shit. I'm Sean Riley, the alpha male now. There are 2 wolves inside of you. You're having a 3-way with 2 wolves. No, but if you're afraid to get fired, you need to rethink your philosophy of life. I'm never afraid of getting fired. You want to know why? I run my own business.
Oh, then you say your parents.
That's actually the real reason is my dad is my boss. And if he fires me, I'll never talk to him again.
My dad fired me.
I have leverage. You're real. Damn.
Yeah.
Did that suck?
No, it's fine. It wasn't.
Did you see it?
It wasn't his decision. Oh yeah, he kept being like, I can keep you on another 3 months, but I don't know. I'm like, dude, if you need to let me go. It's fine. Like
he quiet fired you. You know, quiet quitting.
No, he was giving me the heads up.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Well, so this Bitcoin Clubhouse, I'd like to join. I want to join.
Is there a minimum amount of Bitcoin that you need to join?
I don't think so. I think you just have to be a virgin.
Oh,
I think they ask. No, I'm sure a lot of these guys are very rich and they own guns and they're very ripped and they get pussy.
No.
Let's find out. I think there's a photo of it. So, let's learn more. Here's a quote. We also fund developers and we advance their projects, said Parker Lewis, one of the stewards of the Commons, as well as the author of a new book on Bitcoin called Gradually Then Suddenly. Have you heard of this book?
Mm-hmm. No, I've heard the Gradually Then Suddenly.
Oh, okay, so I guess he coined the term.
What's it called? The S-curve, where it's like...
It goes... Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
If you're just listening, it's like slow, then quick, and then it levels off again.
Yeah, and levels off again. And people keep saying like, no, that's not how stocks work. But it's not a stock, it's a technology. So it's like cell phone adoption.
It's a stock. People look at it like a stock. Let's be real.
They look at it as a stock, but they're wrong. It's a technology.
Is gold a technology?
No, gold is not a technology. Gold worked because it doesn't oxidize. So if gold 5,000 years ago is the same amount of gold today. That's why gold was used. It's either that or the Anunnaki wanted us to mine it. I don't know. One of those two reasons. They use gold.
See, you could just like, I don't know. You could say any Anunnaki or any, you could have replaced that with anything, and I'd be like, oh, damn, Josh.
Well, that was the
who's the Anunnaki?
The ancient aliens that came here, and they were mining it because they needed gold in their atmosphere in order to preserve their people, and they were mining it for 20,000 years, and then they got mad and they said, well, let's create some type of hybrid that we can enslave, and they can mine it. So then they got
They seeded Earth.
a chimp, and then they put it in an Anunnaki woman, and she birthed Adam, which is the name for human man, right?
Yeah.
And then they started creating humans, and then the Anunnaki were like, "Damn, these human bitches are fine as fuck," and so they started fucking the human women, which created the Nephilim, which are the giants and stuff like that.
You know, I'm quoting here another comedian, but I think it's relevant.
Mm-hmm.
You know so much about stuff that's not real.
Correct. Yeah, a lot.
My buddy said that I was at like a LA open
Or
mic.
super real.
Or yeah, I was at like a fucking open mic in LA, and all these people. It was like during COVID.
Yeah.
It was barely an open. It was just a office space that a bunch of mentally ill people rented to get high, and
That's what this place is.
that's all art is.
Yeah.
And all these people were talking about astrology and like the specifics of like your moon sign and what your sun sign and your moon sign. Oh, you have this moon sign and this sun sign like that. That means this. That means you're like this. And like in September, if your moon sign is this, then you're gonna be really angry about because the guy and the guy was like, you know so much about stuff that doesn't exist.
Matter. Millionaires. What is it? Millionaires don't believe in astrology, but billionaires do.
That's true. And you have to have conviction. And you know who has conviction? The people at the Bitcoin Commons. So if you talk to other builders in the competition a lot. So here's the mania. The mania of Bitcoin is my problem with the culture and the movement. Here's a quote from someone from Austin's Bitcoin Clubhouse. If you talk to other builders in the competition, a lot happens here, said Chavarria.
Chavarria. Yeah.
Chavarria.
Yeah.
Che Guevara.
Yeah.
A lot.
Che Guevara.
Bitcoin's really hot, said Che Guevara. Che Guevara would have been a Bitcoiner.
No.
He was a revolutionary.
No, he's a racist.
What?
He was a racist, communist piece of shit.
I thought he wanted to liberate Mexico.
No, he wasn't Mexican.
Was he? What was he? Venezuelan? What country was Che Guevara?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
I thought you would know about this, Josh. You're Latino.
Well, no, I'm an idiot. And then, like, in college, I wore a T-shirt with his face on it, and my brother let me have it. And I was like, what? He's Cuban. I think he was Cuban.
Oh, he's Cuban.
Yeah.
Oh, did he start, like, the Cuban Missile Crisis?
Yeah.
Wait, real?
Yeah, born 1928. No, he's from Argentina.
So he's a Nazi? Kidding. Che.
Why do they all
Guevara.
smoke cigars? They all smoke cigars.
Every fascist loves cigars.
I like cigars.
Well, sorry. You're a fascist, Josh.
Damn.
So Che Guevara. Sorry, let's stay on track. Okay. So Che Guevara, who cares?
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yes.
This guy goes, there's definitely in the Bitcoin Clubhouse, it goes, there's definitely a sense of, quote, I don't need for others to lose for me to win. There really is a relationship and a collaboration for Bitcoin to succeed. But the thing is, everyone involved in this clubhouse thinks, oh, we can all win together.
We can.
But the thing is, when you really think about in a global way, sure, you guys in the clubhouse, you're all going to win because you all have Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not all the people in the world.
It helps all the people in the world. I'll tell you exactly how. First of all, you fix the money, you fix half the problems because you can't have perpetual war. Because if I can't keep printing money, I can't keep feeding my war machine.
That's a very good argument, Josh, but my God is real and your God is not real.
Yeah, he is.
What if I'm entitled to land because my God told me I'm entitled to it?
I mean, then
and I
want to
kill you, and I want to kill you for it.
But if the money says, like, if I run out of Bitcoin, because if I have dollars, I can print that endlessly. Right?
You're just robbing your citizens of their wealth.
Correct.
Through money printing.
Correct. It's inflation is taxation. Right?
But it's to fight a holy war.
Not at all. Not at all. It's to depopulate the planet, get it under 500 billion. That way they're more manageable because we're cattle.
Is that Bill Gates' theory?
No, they had these.
Or George Soros?
It was it was in the Georgia Guidestones. Somebody blew them up a couple of years ago. There was these Georgia Guidestones, and it said if society collapses, this is what we want. And it was really just some I don't know, secret society. They put them up, and the very first one says keep humanity under 500,000 in perpetual harmony with nature, some shit.
But you gotta adjust that for tech. See, that's the thing. I think secret society. People give a lot of reverence to secret societies. I can make a secret society right now and make my own guidestones.
Yeah, but you're not a blue blood.
What's a blue blood?
Somebody who thinks that they came from the Anunnaki.
Oh my god. So like, my dad owns property. Can I make a secret society with stones and tablets and a religion, and then like make it shrouded in lore, and then have someone discover it in the desert, and then all of a sudden I'm this evil figure that had a plan for the
Bitcoiners
world?
in the future will be the evil figures. Those who own it are going to be the evil figures, because everybody else is not going to have Bitcoin. They're going to have CBDC. So guess what? Your CBDC doesn't work 15 minutes from where you live after that, because we want to keep you just here. You know what I mean?
And you know, Josh, here, I'm glad you mentioned that. Here's my core issue.
Central bank digital currency, for those who don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, again, if you don't know CBDC, get that little X and get out of here and put a gun in your mouth, quite frankly. And then take the gun out of your mouth and put it in a safe place where your child cannot access it.
After you do it.
If you can do that after you blow your own brains out, then you're hired.
You know what's crazy? My friend Chavarria, who's actually a friend of mine, his stepdad,
a different Chavarria?
Yeah, blew his brains out.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He saw you wearing a Che Guevara shirt, and he was like, Josh, I can't do it.
And he was taking a nap in the house when you did it. I was like, you didn't hear the gunshot? And he was like, no, I just walked in, I saw a hole in his head. My first thought was, you fucking idiot. Yeah.
That's enough suicide. we need to clean up the show. Child rape, sex trafficking,
You can try.
Suicide jokes. My problem with our future leaders are going to be those that own many Bitcoin.
Yes.
Our future rulers will be the Bitcoin holders.
Yes. BlackRock.
And my issue with that is that thousands of years ago, centuries ago, our leaders had cool names. Our leaders had names like, I don't know.
Henry VIII.
Henry VIII.
His dope name now.
Queen Elizabeth.
Corporations are people now. BlackRock. That's a leader. BlackRock. That sounds like a dope name.
Well, I mean, I disagree, because, you know, in 100 years, you know who our King James is going to be? Kyle. I don't want Kyle.
It's going to be Satoshi.
It's
going to be Satoshi.
Yeah, but that's Kyle. That's a guy named Kyle from San Francisco.
Fidelity just had a private meeting with their biggest investors and said that they need to have a 28% allocation of Bitcoin.
How many?
28%.
Jesus.
That's huge.
It's too low.
Well,
but it's pretty big.
Where they're going to suck that from is what's it called? Commercial property.
So it's an interesting time. It's an interesting time. Bitcoin is becoming institutionalized. And Josh, 6 months ago, you were right. You were saying all the right stuff, because on the through one side of their mouth, I'm just saying.
Jamie Dimon's coming out like it's rat poison.
Bitcoin is it's only used to 6 months ago. All these institutions, they were going, Bitcoin is only used to finance terrorism, and I was like, I'm listening. And sex trafficking. I was like, you got me.
They can't use the same narrative for 10 years. Something has to change.
And now, but then they were quietly. They go, Bitcoin is only used to finance terrorism, as they were buying it.
Well,
right?
they were using SBF from FTX.
Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yeah, to their job was to keep Bitcoin under $20,000.
And that's like a legit something that was found in like the lawsuit. So now it's becoming it's at all Bitcoin hit all-time high in March.
Before the halving, which has never happened before.
And the halving is coming
April 18th.
On the eclipse?
After the eclipse. April 18th. At the same time, banks are failing.
See, I feel like it's it's all that stuff very well may happen. It probably will happen. But it's just funny how people have this religiosity towards it, where they're like, and the eclipse. It's like the Bitcoin halving will happen soon, which is when half the Bitcoin have been mined. Because according to the open source code, that's when it will happen. Yeah. And the price will go up because the supply will be lower. And it'll happen on the eclipse. And God will rain down from the sky. Well, I'm like, can you not?
Fidelity, BlackRock, ARK Invest, all these, they're buying 11,000 Bitcoin a day. Only 900 Bitcoin a day.
I just want one.
I know you just want one, but there's like 40-something million millionaires in the world. So not if every millionaire tried to buy one, they couldn't.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I gotta start making some fiat currency and convert that into Bitcoin. Guys, this whole episode has been sponsored by Coinbase, by the way. we are if you ever want to buy Bitcoin, I trust Coinbase because Coinbase logs my identity. And I like it when someone has my identity.
Here's the revolution. This is the revolution. In the 60s, they said, what was that? Tune in, drop out, or whatever the fuck, when all those people were on LSD. And they're basically just saying, like, don't give your work to the system. But we can't do that because we got to live, we got to eat, we got to do that. So instead of that...
And everyone in the 60s that was saying that
are now Hillary
trust
Clinton,
fund kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Every hippie in the 60s was a fucking trust fund kid.
But now it's like, no, you can't do that. That's not realistic. So instead, just don't save within the system. Do the work, but don't save within the system. Save in a decentralized system.
That's a great way to say it.
But I would never join any organization that's like, we're all Bitcoiners. I'm like, nah, I don't want you to know that shit.
Okay, here's the whole punchline. Underground vibes with an open bar. In the last 20 years, Austin has matured into one of the country's leading tech centers. Bitcoin was founded in 2009. A lot has happened post-financial crisis. Austin was already emerging as a tech center, and enter Bitcoin, and it just became the logical home. Said Lewis, who was taking an interview with CNBC as he was choking his girlfriend. Weird. Everyone at this club wants to choke their girlfriend. I think everyone at the Bitcoin Clubhouse is I have a lot in common with. Free speech radical, generally pro 2A, within reason, and pro domestic abuse. No, I mean, like, it's such a weird, it's a weird combination of autism, bros,
it's a lot of engineering. Well,
it's like nerds, but they're also bros.
Yeah.
But they're like also like Republicans, but they also hate the government, and they get high and they get wasted. It honestly sounds awesome. The more I talk about it, the more I'm like, I think I was mad that I didn't get an invite to the club.
You just gotta buy Bitcoin.
This seems like it's my place to be. It helps that Texas is a libertarian-friendly state.
What does it say?
Oh, up here?
The mission on that sticker. It has a Bitcoin bull.
So here's if you're just listening, the journalist, the investigation, they got a photo of all the stickers.
Destroy fiat.
So Austin's Bitcoin Commons draws in an eclectic mix of people, including venture capitalists, Bitcoin miners, and homeless open micers. The mission. So here's some stickers from the Bitcoin Clubhouse, the Bitcoin Commons. Bitcoin Talent Co.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. Run nodes.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. So Apple, all these other ones are going to run nodes on your phone. So they'll be able to mine Bitcoin
using your chips.
Using your shit.
That's fun.
But it makes the network more secure. And people are like, well, eventually we're going to have quantum computers and they'll be able to break the Bitcoin blockchain, which is bullshit because it's easier to break the IMF's coding than it is to break Bitcoin's. It's the most secure network in the world.
I believe that. I mean, when you think about the
why would you go after one that's $1 trillion, even if it's 10 trillion? Why not go after a bank that has way more money if it's easier? That doesn't make any sense to, we're going to use our quantum computing to try to break Bitcoin. Use your quantum computing to break fiat.
Well, here's a question. Can Bitcoin evolve itself to become immune to quantum computing hacks? Or
Yeah, because they'll have quantum computing. They'll have quantum computing miners.
But the code, the encryption that secures Bitcoin is SHA-256. Right.
What secures Bitcoin is all the miners because they're constantly running those. What's it called? Those.
The hash.
The hash. Yeah, they're running all that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make sense to break into something unless it's a government trying to break it so they can continue their fiat, but they're still not gonna be able to break it because if they would have done it already.
Well, I mean, I know a little bit about encryptions, but the idea is like your wallet, like you don't own Bitcoin.
No.
So let's use someone else.
Yeah.
I want to break into some guy's wallet using I want to hack into his wallet. All I have to do is generate the 24 words. That's a passcode, right? All I have to do is create that is the encryption. That's an easy way to it's a consumer facing thing that represents that password is translated into numbers. I'm so high on cocaine right now. Trying to explain Bitcoin encryption. Basically, you have these words, like these 24 words, right? And then what you do is you just have to network. You have to engage with people. And that's why I'm so passionate about where I'm going with my career. And my dad died when I was really young. So but no, if you create an algorithm that can break 256-bit encryption, which is the industry standard, or that's what Bitcoin's based on, then you can get into anyone's wallet. So my question is, can the Bitcoin outcode base be upgraded to a stronger version of encryption?
Yes.
Or it can.
But you'd have to have over 50% of miners agree to it.
And they would obviously do that if quantum computing was a threat.
Correct.
So why hasn't it been done already if quantum computing is clearly a threat?
I don't know. I don't know that answer.
Maybe it's because it's all a setup. And someone with a quantum computer is going to take everything.
If it is
and ruin the whole
tulip
system.
mania, if it is tulip, people always compare Bitcoin to tulip mania in the 15 or 1600s when tulips were money in Sweden or wherever the fuck it was. But what people forget is that shit lasted 40 fucking years. Like, it wasn't so.
That's why I wanted to hear from you, Josh. I wanted to hear that
it could be.
If it's just it's like.
It might not be Satoshi. It might be the United States government that knew in 2008, shit, this is going to collapse one day. Let's create some type of cryptocurrency. And then we'll call it, the guy is Satoshi Nakamoto, and we'll put this out.
It could be the CIA.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You don't get this on other comedy podcasts, ladies and gentlemen. Only on
You know
Sean
who Max
Show.
Kaiser is?
No.
So apparently Max Kaiser went to the what's that big where all the rich people get together for a meeting? It's
Bohemian Grove.
Not Bohemian Grove. It's in Europe.
World Economic Forum.
No, not World, but it's a lot of those people that are there. I forgot.
It's not either of those?
No. If it's something else.
I don't know. A Drake concert?
It was a Drake concert. But after that, it was in 2010 or 2009, this guy, Max Kaiser, who's ultimate Bitcoin bull since day one, said that he went to the meeting and that all these people are like, this is the new world reserve currency. And he gave Alex Jones 10,000 Bitcoin, because at the time it was worth 4 cents or 3 cents.
Oh, okay.
And then Alex Jones was like, yeah, I lost it. He gave me that thing. I was like, cool, and fucking, yeah.
I love the idea of Alex Jones being like, this guy's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Alex Jones, the children are alive and they were actors and they weren't murdered and the fucking shooting. And then someone tells him a legitimate thing that's gonna change the world. He's like, Alex Jones, you have a lot of crazy opinions, man, but you of all people should understand that this is the future of reserve currencies. And he's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, he says he He could be a true Bitcoin and be like, yeah, I just threw it out, I lost it.
Right.
And he can still have it.
And when the world tips.
And world tips like, now I have forever funding. I have 10,000 Bitcoin.
And I'm not trying to poke holes in this because I do think it's a decent. If you have money, it's a nice thing to put money into.
You don't even have to have money. You can have $300 and put it in. You can buy Satoshis.
True. So here's some other stickers on the Bitcoin Clubhouse. Send nudes. Or no, send nodes. That's clever. The Bitcoin sticker. I don't know. Is this a keychain? Do you know what any of these
Your
symbols
keys.
mean?
Yeah. So they like your keys. Hold your keys.
Why is there a Star of David on this?
I don't know. I don't know all of them.
That was a Jew.
That's the other one.
Here's the snake. The don't tread on me snake.
Not your keys, not your coins. That's the big one people say too. It's just like FTX and all the other ones. They took your shit.
Yeah, but it's like if
all your Bitcoin is on Coinbase, you own no Bitcoin. You own a thing on Coinbase that says you own Bitcoin.
If all your Bitcoin are on Coinbase, I mean, you're a fucking plebeian loser. If all your Bitcoin are on Coinbase, you listen to Coldplay and you're just like a pussy.
A big way to look at it too is look who's talking about the cryptocurrencies. Like if you look at Bitcoin, it's actual people in like billionaires talking about it. Look up XRP. Look up Ripple. It's all bots. You should buy XRP.
Right. That's like
the biggest giveaway.
The guy that owns XRP is paying the bots to trying to create some sort of conversation.
I own a little bit of XRP, but still.
So Bitcoin's eponymous Austin layer, which is adorned with a Texas state flag and Bitcoin memorabilia. Okay, I already found a hole in their whole fucking ideology. Ready? Mm-hmm. They have a layer in Austin, and then they have a fucking flag of a sovereignty in the fucking club. I thought you guys don't believe in countries. I thought you guys were globalists. Well, they're not globalists, but they are. They're anti-globalist because they want to be the globalist leaders.
There's two types of globalists, right? The globalists that believe in centralized.
P. Diddy and Diddy.
There you go. The people who believe in a more centralized CBDC, one world government, or decentralized globalism, meaning my money is good anywhere in the world. I can travel wherever the fuck I want, but there's still borders.
What purpose would borders serve in a decentralized globalist
to keep the
world?
Poor where they belong? Really, yeah.
And in both, so there's two. I like that. Two types of globalism. Mm-hmm. One where you have the one world government with a central bank digital currency that oppresses everyone, mm-hmm. and then a decentralized globalist system where instead of having one world government that oppresses everyone, you have four guys named Kyle oppressing everyone.
No, they can't.
Or one guy named Huin Long, and then three guys named Kyle that oppress everyone.
You can have 100,000 Bitcoin, and you can have one Bitcoin. It's that 100,000 cannot destroy that one. You still have the hardest money possible.
You're right about that, and maybe it will increase the quality of life for people. And I'm not.
Less war does help a lot of people.
It does, and I'm generally pro this. I'd rather have the decentralized system, but
Bilderberg. I just remembered it. It's called Bilderberg.
Bilderberg?
Yeah,
like Build a Bear.
A Bilderberg meeting, and that's where Max Kaiser went to the Bilderberg meeting, and that's when he said to Alex Jones, "This is the new world reserve currency in like 2009."
It's like you're quoting a Bible verse. In 2009,
and then Max Kaiser said
unto Alex Jones,
"Yeah,
here are 10,000 Bitcoin."
Yeah,
and Alex Jones cast the Bitcoin into the sea.
There's something like 5 or 6 million.
And God was mad.
Lost forever. Like, so there's not 21 million Bitcoin out there.
That's good news for people that own it.
Yeah,
it's deflationary.
It's
deflationary.
Yeah.
So so if you're a quote unquote. Here's another quote. Many hardcore Bitcoiners ironically embrace the term maximalist or maxi as a way to self-describe. In Texas, though maxis exist, you sound like a porn star. Mm-hmm. I'm a maxi. Mm-hmm. It sounds like you're like a model as a part of like a modeling agency.
Other cryptocurrencies
and you're like a whore.
Fucking hate Bitcoin maxis.
Right, because
they're like, your coin is a shit coin. Every coin is a shit coin.
I believe that.
I mean, I own a few other ones, but
I mean,
it really is a gamble.
Yeah, I mean, but again, how real is the stock market? You think if you think your 401k, I mean, like this whole system is propped up. You think if the financial markets really plummet, that your 401k is safe? Get the fuck out of here.
Have you seen all like Jeff Bezos sold like $8 billion worth of stock? The guy from Facebook, Zuckerberg, $500 million. What's his name? Warren Buffett. It was something like 10 or 20 billion dollars. Like they're selling a lot right now.
And what does that mean? It means to start doing crack and shooting heroin. Start smoking crack and getting fucking high. I want you guys to realize that just have fun. Just start fucking homeless bitches. Literally.
Yeah.
Buy some Bitcoin, move to Austin and start fucking homeless bitches. That's so cool.
Which are comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bitches or both?
The homeless.
They're both.
And
I mean,
yeah.
No, we don't need more people. Whatever this is, we don't need more of this. The Bitcoin Commons, we don't need more people organizing around the idea of a decentralized globalist world.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like anarchy. It's almost like anarchy. The idea of anarchy sounds good until you create a club organized to promote the idea of anarchy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you guys didn't like organization.
I like decentralization.
So, they're Bitcoin maxis, and yet they have the flag of a state. So they recognize the validity of a state, of a sovereignty, and at the same time, they invested their whole life and their life energy and their philosophy around something that is intended to dissolve the sovereignties. So you guys, and my point here is that you guys don't think through these Bitcoin maximalists. They may be right about everything for the wrong reasons. It's a culture to them. It's like going to a metal concert.
Mm-hmm.
It's like rich people investing in art. It's the same shit to me. It's like getting into podcasting when you don't need to, and you should have just gone into finance. That's me. A younger version of me would be mad about this club, like furious. But now I understand that people need a God. People need a God. And God, if you try to poke holes in people's gods, they get mad.
They call it God's money.
Really?
Yeah.
They call it
gold is God's money, and this is digital gold.
This is Satoshi. This is God 2.0.
Yeah, they talk about the white papers like it's the Bible.
It is a cult.
Yes.
So what do they do?
Doesn't mean they're wrong.
Yeah. What do they do at this clubhouse? At these meetings, topics run the gamut from detailed discussions about code to concerns that the Microsoft-maintained GitHub may pose a greater existential threat to the Bitcoin network, to even more niche topics such as which indie band is hot right now. Interesting. That was at one such gathering, the moderator of the 2-hour session asked the room who ran a Bitcoin node. More than half of the people in attendance raised their hands. He then asks, who in here has felt a pussy? No one raised their hands. One hand.
There was a college kid who mined Bitcoin through. You know how whenever they're getting gas from the ground here in Texas, have you ever seen it where like they're flaming the reserves off?
Yeah.
He used that flame from the reserves from an oil company
and hooked it up
to mine for miners, and he got $4.3 million. So now the next Bitcoin mining or the next Bitcoin conference, one of the big sponsors is Exxon. So you're gonna have all these oil companies. As we go electric, they still have a lot of oil. What are they gonna do with that? They're gonna fucking mine Bitcoin with it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
dude, it's so crazy to think of the idea of like now at least now oil's being used. Oil pollutes the world, but at least it's used to make products and real shit and move people around. Mm-hmm. And in the future, it's just gonna be used to make a fake god money.
It's going to be used to secure a network, which actually
that will be consumed by the ocean. That will be consumed by the ocean. Which I support. What happens? Hey, Bitcoin maximalists. What happens when the data centers get consumed by the ocean?
Well, you have all of the other nodes going at once.
What happens when what happens when the Amazon is destroyed and is engulfed in flames and the air is sulfur? You think your Bitcoin's going to here's a question for all the Bitcoin maximalists. What happens when the air is fire? Are you going to go to your bunker? You can go underground?
It pollutes less than mining gold or even our own financial system. You know, having to have all the internet constantly updated and having these cables constantly updated. I mean,
cables, like the actual physical cables?
The actual physical cables and everything updated to keep it safe. You're using less energy to do that. Also,
manufacturing semiconductor chips is not clean, is it?
No, I don't think so. I'm not too sure though. I doubt it though, because it's metals that are going into it. But also, it helps stabilize the electrical grid. And people are like, "How the fuck with that?" Because when people need more power, you have to start turning on those generators and creating more power. But when you do that quickly, it makes prices go up. But instead, what Texas is doing is they tell the Bitcoin miners, stop mining Bitcoin. You cannot mine Bitcoin. We're going to use that extra power you're using for the grid. That way, people's costs don't go crazy up, and then you subsidize it by paying those Bitcoin miners.
There seems to be a lot of good things that will happen. But I will tell you this, and I believe this from the bottom of my heart. Right now, we live in a world where the well-being of the many is decided by the rich few.
It's always been that way.
And in the future, and that's why I think there's a lot of buzz and there's a lot of excitement, and individuals may very well get rich, and individuals have gotten very rich in this Bitcoin trend.
Not rich. More generational wealth.
Obscenely wealthy. Yeah. More power to you. Is it
in the 2050s? They're gonna be like, my dad left me 0.1 Bitcoin.
Right.
And it's like, whoa, you got 10 million Satoshis? So,
I mean, I'm in the future, I'm gonna get some Satoshis and throw them on some bitch's tits.
There you go.
I'm gonna go to a strip club and be like, yo, I'm making it rain Satoshis out here, dude.
And you don't even need. So here's the thing that they're doing in El Salvador. You don't, even if you don't have internet access, if you have Bitcoin on your phone, I can give you Bitcoin and buy whatever I need to buy. I don't even need internet. It just goes to your wallet.
That doesn't make sense to me. How is that possible?
Just the way it works off of Bluetooth. I don't need the internet. I thought the whole point is in my wallet.
Internet.
You have no. It can be sent over the internet. So if you're in another country, I need the internet to do it. But if you're right in front of me, I could touch your phone, and now the Bitcoin sent right to you.
Really?
Yeah, it's like OTC, off the market.
Whoa.
Yeah. And people are like, well, why would you need that? Most of the world is unbanked. And if you live in somewhere like Zimbabwe or something,
I want to fucking keep it that way. So shut the fuck up.
And it's like your government is constantly devaluing your currency
to fund genocides.
Yeah, exactly. How do you save? Well, now I could take my money out of the system. I can save.
In a lot of ways, being a Bitcoin maxi, I'm surprised there's not a Free Palestine sticker. There should be a Free Palestine.
Yeah.
That's my message today is buy Bitcoin, Free Palestine.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's the Bitcoin maxis, do they, and I mean, this is something I've discussed many times on the show. Do the Bitcoin maximalists believe that I know I already asked this, but why would countries still exist? So I have a lot of questions, but how are social services going to be funded? So let's say we live in this world in 2050. It's a decentralized Bitcoin. It's a decentralized globalist world where Bitcoin is the global reserve currency. Maybe war has mostly gone away.
It won't. But it won't go on like it's going to be much more
Why
strategic.
won't the Bitcoiners wage war against each other?
I mean, they will. Countries that own Bitcoin. So Bitcoin would be like the gold standard. Remember how it was the gold standard and then the dollar was, the note was basically it's worth this amount of gold, right? So it'd be the same thing with Bitcoin, layer 1, and then you're still going to have your CBDC over it. But
So they're going to issue currency on top of Bitcoin.
they're layer 2.
Fuck.
So the dollar will be the layer. That's the only way that, and this is not my thoughts. This is that guy Max Kaiser's thoughts. If the dollar wants to remain the world reserve currency, it's going to need something to back it up. Bitcoin,
And that's why the government owns 200,000.
Bitcoin. And that's what we know that they own. So they probably own a lot more.
Well, in the government, if you don't believe that they own more than that, the government also has a strategic oil reserve
That got
depleted.
Yeah.
So it's like it's so funny that like the government will just buy resources with our tax dollars.
Well, they didn't
as
even
a
buy
part
this.
of
They just
national defense.
They just took it from Silk Road. Because remember the Silk Road?
Oh, they confiscated all that Bitcoin from Silk Road.
Yeah.
The Silk Road founder.
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
It's like 200,000 Bitcoin.
Crazy.
I'm pretty sure it was Silk Road.
That's fucking crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
But again,
Some of that's mine. Some of that money's mine.
it wasn't worth that much at the time.
Right.
It was worth like millions of dollars.
And now those retarded politicians are like, we're geniuses. Those guys at the CIA that were like, oh, they'll just.
They know. I mean, but that's the perfect way how to do it. How do you get rid of all this? How do you maintain the world reserve currency? People are like, well, just go back to a gold standard. But you can't because Russia's not going to come here and check Fort Knox. We're not going to go to China and check their gold reserves. China's not going to go to Russia and check their gold reserves. So we're just trusting each other. But with Bitcoin, you don't have to trust each other because it's all on the ledger.
So do you think that, so in this new world where like instead of we have countries based on a race or a national identity, it's based on, it's not based on geography.
It's going to allow.
It's going to be, can I, well, in this world, there's this bit, have you heard of that fucking book by the libertarian, The Sovereign Individual? The Sovereign Individual, kind of racist. It's so libertarianism is so funny to me. Libertarianism is so funny because it's like we need a society where government doesn't get in our way. Yes, where we can own stuff and fund the government and actually our vote matters and live the lives with just be free. Yes. Also, only white people should have these rights. And you're like, what?
I think Ron Paul said that, yeah.
It's like, that's where, but there's this book called The Sovereign Individual, which basically predicts the creation of Bitcoin. You might be interested in the book. And in that book, they talk about a world, kind of like this decentralized globalist world, where instead of being a citizen of a country by blood or by birth, which is how it is now, you're wherever you live, you're a citizen by blood or by birth. Or you're an illegal immigrant, and I think you should go to jail. Sorry, undocumented person. In a hotel in New York that's being subsidized.
Oh yeah, they recently got debit cards.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
they're living better than me.
Yeah,
and I'm living pretty good.
You can beat up cops and everything.
I want the migrants to start a podcast. They live in the hotel.
I did. I'm here.
In a little studio, dude.
Yeah.
See, that's The new job of the illegal immigrant is the podcast studio. Fuck. So the whole point is instead of being a citizen and getting the benefits of citizenship by blood or birth, you're a citizenship by subscription.
I mean,
so you can subscribe to any number of sovereignties that will give you protection. Physical protection.
Well, right now, if you live in another country but you have money and you invest into a business here in the United States of $1 million, you are fast-tracked into citizenship.
Oh, there's also citizenship by investment. So the thing is, in this decentralized world where it's just everyone, it's based on this global reserve currency, do you think we'll live in a world, do you think it'll be a world where like I can decide, Am I still a U.S. citizen in this world?
Yeah.
Or is the United States dissolved?
No, you're still.
Why do the countries exist? What's the point?
Countries
Are they still going to tax me? They can't tax me.
Yeah, they can still tax you.
In Bitcoin?
Yeah, because
how?
Depending on where you bought it from. You know, so for example, all the companies that bought off of Coinbase, which most of them do, they know exactly how much you have. They know how much your wallet is. They can put like a 2% annual tax on the amount that you have.
But I thought one of the key functions of Bitcoin is it's untaxable by governments.
No, it's unconfiscatable by governments. They can tax the shit out of it.
What if I just don't pay the tax?
Then you can go to jail. But you can also take your Bitcoin, move to another country, and renounce your citizenship.
So if enough people do that, then won't the governments dissolve because they're underfunded?
They're all going to compete for you to move there. Like a lot of these Central and South American countries are saying, if you sell your Bitcoin, there's no tax. So they want the Bitcoin to come to their country. So the ones that have more favorable tax incentives for Bitcoin owners, that's where all the Bitcoiners are going to go. And I think South America and Central America is going to, because one of the biggest problems they have is their money gets fucking inflated to is unusable.
Right.
And now they're going to have actual hard money. So they don't have to take these shitty deals with the IMF anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is I should buy land in Venezuela.
I mean, you can, yeah.
I already have.
Oh, there you go. I'm saying you should invest into the volcano Bitcoin bonds, which is a real thing.
It's insanity.
Yeah.
We invest. So Austin's a hot hub. Bitcoin having country. Number go up is a big mantra among Bitcoiners, but as the community evolves, so too does thinking about the price of the coin. And again, the things that Bitcoin maximalists say really, I think they're trying to turn people off on purpose. Imagine being and again, it's they sound intelligent. They say a lot of fucking junk, just like me, Sean Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a guy who goes, price is really an output of many inputs of human beings, building tools to make Bitcoin both more secure and a greater utility, Lewis said. This is a man that does ketamine every morning.
Probably.
And goes on a 2-mile run and then swims and then eats an acai bowl. And
why? Because he bought Bitcoin in 2012 and he can do that now.
He goes, price is really an output of many inputs of human beings. Are you fucking high? Say a real sentence. I hate this bullshit. It's Silicon Valley. I don't care if it's real. It's Silicon Valley bullshit. Price is an output of many input of human beings. You are a fucking retard loser. You have no idea what you're saying. That is exactly the same as when Silicon Valley CEOs say stuff like, "Look, I mean, we continue to look at all the components of what we're doing here at pussy.io, and I think it's really important that we zoom in on the pussy."
You know what the number one mantra was? Have fun staying poor. That was used to be the mantra.
Hilarious. Yeah,
have fun staying poor.
So funny, hilarious. And I will have fun. You know why I'm gonna have fun staying poor, Bitcoin maximalists? Because I'm gonna be ripping your throat out when the water wars happen. I'll have a lot of fun staying poor, killing all of you.
That's 2032.
In 2030, what's
the water wars?
The water wars.
It's 2032.
WW.
I talked about it before. The homeless guy screaming on. He's like, he's screaming in the air. He's like, I'm telling them they won't listen. And then I looked at him and I go, I heard you. And he was just like, and I go 2032. And I kept walking. He was like, oh.
Well, I mean, let's give Tony Hinchcliffe some credit.
Water wars might happen.
Miners from around the world flocked to Texas when China banned the practice in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So it's altcoin mania. So here we go. A cotton candy machine was part of the catering at the Boys Club Crypto Conference on the sidelines of South by Southwest. I mean, look, this guy's wearing a pink button-up.
I think it's a girl.
Sorry, that's the caterer. That's a Latino woman.
Oh, okay.
See, that's the funny thing. You have Bitcoin maximalists, and then they get stuff catered by illegal immigrants.
You don't even know she's an illegal
South by Southwest. She's probably French or some shit.
There's things though like
That was fucked up.
I like Robinhood. I hate when they do this. They put like, oh, the Bitcoin family, and it's like Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. Those are two separate cryptocurrencies. That is not Bitcoin. They forked off.
You have to think about their customer.
They don't know exactly.
And I mean this on many levels. Think about Robinhood's customer. It's not even the people buying the Bitcoin family.
Mm-hmm.
They're marketing to people that buy those products.
Yep.
Trust fund kids, and retail investors that work at like Sonic.
Yep.
That buy like 0.2 Bitcoin and check the stock market price because it's gambling. The real customer is, of course, Citadel and hedge funds that sell. And I was talking about this years ago.
Except Vanguard. Vanguard hates Bitcoin.
Not Vanguard. Publicly, they hate it.
Correct. But apparently, Vanguard owns a large percentage of BlackRock, which I didn't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, via their ETFs?
Via something.
I'm sorry, guys. This is a very like financial. There's a lot of like. This is a very financial episode, so I'm sorry if you don't know what an ETF is. We've used a lot of acronyms.
Yeah.
FTX.
Technically, it's an ETP.
SBF. ETP. Yeah. Oh, it is an ETP.
Yeah. But apparently, that's what BlackRock says, that there's not going to be any more stocks. It's all going to be ETFs.
Again, that's exchange traded fund.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work at a company that created exchange traded funds. It was called the Illuminati.
There you go.
So let's dive deeper. A 10-minute walk west.
Were we still going to talk about the bridge?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
What are we at?
An hour and a half.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Sorry. We talk about Bitcoin. Hey,
no, it's been great. I've loved this.
You got to do an episode about fun. See, if you do every episode about the current event, I don't like the show has to have some flavor.
Yeah.
So if you don't like Bitcoin and you're still, you've probably turned it off by now. I don't give a fuck. A 10-minute walk west. This isn't about Bitcoin. This is about American culture and how it's being poisoned.
Mm-hmm.
Or that like everyone in America, again, you need a God. And the biblical God is dead and we need a new one. A 10-minute walk west from the Bitcoin Commons is the Austin Proper Hotel, a 5-star establishment where lighting is intentionally dim to strike a certain mood and to hide acts of sexual assault. Here to the Boys Club, a popular and buzzy female-led organization which self-describes as a, quote, social collective bringing new voices to the internet, puts its own crypto conference on the sidelines of South by Southwest. I mean, it's just, what are we doing?
I got invited by that.
A female-led? No way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a female-led collective bringing new voices to the internet.
It's a lot of black.
It means nothing.
It's a lot of black females too.
Really?
Yeah.
Black female Bitcoin maximalists?
Mm-hmm.
Some black queens?
Mm-hmm.
Dude. One thing about me, bitch. I own Bitcoin. I self-custody.
A lot of the Bitcoin maxis are Latino and black because it's like, well, the old system.
They've been fucked the hardest by banks.
Exactly. The old system doesn't work.
Oh my God. I love that. I love that. Period. I self-custody. Period.
Yeah.
Yo, that part. It's like some autistic white guy named Kyle, and then SHA-256-bit encryption makes sure that Bitcoin doesn't get hacked by governments or state actors or terrorists. It actually and it defunds war. It makes war. It decentralized war. And then some like black woman that works at Facebook's like, period. Yo, period. That part.
That's what. What's his the guy who created Twitter? What's his name? Jack Dorsey.
Yeah. That's
his whole thing. His life mission is Bitcoin now. That's his whole life. In fact, I think during the Super Bowl, he had a T-shirt on that said Satoshi or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't. You will always, in human society, will always have oligarchy. You will always have the few rich and the many poor. And even in a world where Bitcoin is the standard, that does not go away, in my opinion.
It doesn't.
And so let's not get too excited.
But less war.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I have 100,000 Bitcoin and I want to wage war because I'm a psychopath.
And then you'll lose that money.
But I can still kill thousands in the process.
Correct. But it eventually ends. You can't continue printing to fund your war.
But that already, anyway. I mean, I believe that argument. I mean, I'm just still reading this. We'll move on in a sec. We'll close it out. Web3. I'm just looking. Blue chip, Web3. You know all these fucking bullshit terms. Ether, JP Morgan. I mean, it goes on and on and on. The core idea is that if you build a social network or a game or a financial service on top of the blockchain, it has all sorts of benefits where the money and control flow out to the users and the creators. It's just
that's where I disagree.
Come on.
That's where I disagree. I don't think that they should be putting all the fucking what were those fucking things called? Like the pictures that everybody bought, the
NFTs.
The NFT. Don't build NFTs on it. Don't build games on it. You're just going to slow the network down. And what's going to happen is it's going to make it more expensive. So instead of me sending you, if I sent you $1,000 in Bitcoin, if all that shit's not on it, it might cost me a few cents. But if all that shit's on it, it's going to cost me like $50.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. This guy continues. He goes, in the same way that steel was a better way to build bridges and buildings than wood was in the Industrial Revolution, blockchains are a building material. This guy is like, he emailed this quote to CNBC after railing Adderall, like 5 lines of Adderall off his laptop.
But it's true.
It's not true.
Yes. Because for thousands of years, the whole thing was, you have to have a ledger, I have to have a ledger, then there's a third ledger, and we have to check it on that third ledger to make sure we have the same ledger, but this person who owns the third ledger, you fucking have a thing with them,
right? So
it's like, oh yeah, I owed you this much, and then you're in cahoots, it's like, actually you owe him this much, and then you take all my property, versus now there's one ledger, doesn't matter what you say, what he says, what I say, we all see it on there, and no human is controlling that ledger. That's never happened before in human history. Bitcoin Maxi.
See, and that's, I mean, I'll just speak for all the listeners. I think you lost 90% of.
And that's how you know it's a great investment right now, because people don't know about it. People don't know about it.
You lost the public.
That's fine.
And the public is retarded. You could be right. I mean, I don't like, you know what? You could be right about everything, Josh. I don't like the way these fucking assholes talk.
No, I don't either.
I don't like the way blockchains are a building material. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. It's just stop. They're just good copywriters. We don't need this like sexy Silicon Valley copywriting.
No, that's
around Bitcoin. But maybe that's by design to turn people off.
But no. So yeah, a lot of it is that, because a lot of it sounds douchey. Like there's one guy.
It's exhausting.
There's just one guy at the end of each video. He goes, and remember, there's only 3 steps: buy Bitcoin, shut the fuck up, and get fabulously wealthy. His name is British Hodl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he kind of looks.
Oh, I trust the Brits. I trust that guy. British guy.
He looks
okay.
What's his name? The one that used to be on Cumtown. That's not on there anymore.
Stavros?
He looks like, he's a black Indian Stavros. If Stavros was really put together and smoked cigars and shaved his head.
Oh, maybe I do trust this guy, actually.
And was half black, half Indian, it'd be that guy.
Okay, that's enough of that story. You have time for one more?
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, fuck, I have to answer questions. Okay, we'll do this. I have to answer your Facebook questions. Guys, thanks for listening. I know this is a different type of episode that was only for people that are kind of like not on welfare.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're on welfare, here's the part of the show that's for you, and you're not interested in wealth generation. So let me
Black
answer.
Indian Stavros.
Wow, that does look like Stavros. That does look like him. So every week I go on my Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Sean Show, and I ask my listeners, what do you want me to answer? Because in 2024, it is not my job to write the show. It's in 2024. Here's how podcasts work in 2024. I start the show. You tell me what to talk about. You write the show, and then I perform it. Then I profit from the show.
Actually, you can use AI to do it all for you.
Pretty soon, we are already AI.
Yeah.
This is actually, we are Satoshi.
You can tell with the mouth. It's not working.
We are a CIA PSYOP. So I'm going to answer your questions. If you want to join, facebook.com/group/Sean Show. We're up to 15 members. It's an exciting club.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you have two options. You can join Sean Show Facebook group, or you can join the Bitcoin Commons.
Keep going. I've been holding this piss in for 30
sorry.
minutes.
Go for it, dude.
Keep going.
So Dakota asks, Sean, who's the better rapper? J. Cole or Kendrick?
J. Cole.
It's P. Diddy. Diddy is the ultimate. No, I mean, I like both. I like, jokes aside, I've always loved Kendrick. I've always loved Good Kid, Mad City. It's a fucking classic record. I'm sounding like Anthony Fantano now. Musical critic Anthony Fantano. I don't know. I like them both. I mean, it's I'm a white guy, so I can't really speak too much on that. No, rap's fucking dope. No, I'd say Kendrick. I mean, I haven't listened to much J. Cole. I feel like I know like his hits, but like I feel like Kendrick is more my speed. A lot of like white finance guys love Kendrick, and I don't know why. I don't know what the appeal is, but Kendrick, for some reason, really spoke to like 25-year-old white men that work at JP Morgan. I don't know why. But it happened. Whereas J. Cole, I feel like, is more for people that vape and kind of like don't really have a lot going on. Welcome back, Josh.
Oh,
you good?
Oh yeah, I had to piss so bad.
So J. Cole, here's what I was saying: J. Cole or Kendrick?
J. Cole.
I say Kendrick.
Kendrick has better. He makes better songs. J. Cole is a better rapper. Does that make sense?
Kendrick makes better songs.
Yeah, because Kendrick's like all over, like it's so different. But if you're talking about just straight bars,
yeah,
J. Cole.
I feel like Kendrick. I was just saying earlier, Kendrick is for like, I don't know why, but Kendrick resonates with like 26-year-old white men.
Yes,
and J. Cole, on the other hand, resonates with like, I think like 21-year-old, like kind of like mixed guys that like, I don't know, drink a lot and like are unemployed.
He has
and hit the gym though.
He has no features on his album.
Yeah,
it's just him. That's unheard of. You know, he puts out his own shit.
What does the J stand for?
I have no idea.
Jabroni.
Jabroni Cole.
What if I just try to start beef with J. Cole right now?
Yeah, that's what Kendrick did.
Really?
Kendrick just took shots at J. Cole for no reason.
Oh, that's probably why this question's being asked. Mm-hmm. I'm on Kendrick's side.
I like both of them. I would listen to both albums, but Kendrick's albums, it's just so different. You know what I mean? But if I put him in brand new song,
like song for song,
rap
for rap.
J. Cole.
Did J. Cole do Don't Save Her, She Didn't Want to Be Saved?
Yeah.
Don't Save Her.
Yeah.
That song is annoying to me. I'm sorry. You want to know why? Because you said you should save her. Even if she doesn't want to be saved, you should save her. Until I break up with my girlfriend, then I'm going to be like, wow, this song slaps. Kidding, baby. I love you. She doesn't listen to the show. Kareem asks, I'll give you $5 in return for giving me $5 for allowing me to ask. Oh, by the way, if you ask a question on the show, on the Facebook group, I give you $5. Many of you have politely declined.
That's nice.
It's nice.
Good, yeah.
There are some guys that like they'll request me.
Yeah.
And I'll pay. I do pay.
Yeah.
I'll give you $5 in return for giving me $5 for allowing me to ask a question. Equivalently exchange? Yeah. I mean, like I don't know what the question. I don't know what that means.
What's the question?
That's the question.
Oh.
Equivalently exchange. Well, no, because then we'll just be giving Venmo money.
Yeah.
No, let's not do that. Just you keep your $5. How about, hey, Kareem, here's the real thing. The $5, let's take it and just buy Bitcoin with it.
You can? On Cash App.
Instead of sharing. Our fiat currency is worthless. $5 is like nothing at this point. $5 is like what?
$5 is
nothing.
The new quarter.
It buys fucking nothing. William asks, but I will give you $5. Thanks for that question, Kareem. Please ask another one. do you actually believe ISIS? Oh yeah, there's so much news, but do you actually believe ISIS is responsible for the Moscow attack, or do you think that they are claiming it to stir up shit? Well, I read a lot about this, and I think that ISIS, just to say on brand, is decentralized. ISIS is a decentralized terrorist group where many terror groups identify. It's, you know how you can identify as any gender you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Now terrorists can. I'm like doing fuck it. I'm like kind of doing a Rogan thing. I'm like, you hear about this shit, Josh? Fucking kids can identify as cats now in the classroom and shit, and a little, you know, what the fuck? I'm doing that, but I'm like, Josh, you hear what happened now? The Houthis are now identifying as ISIS. What the fuck?
Well,
and that is true though. A lot of terror groups are identifying as ISIS because it gives them cultural power and more of a bigger reach in the global media.
It's a brand.
Space.
Just like Bitcoin,
it's a brand.
Just like Bitcoin Cash did.
Does ISIS own Bitcoin?
I have no idea.
Probably.
I think they use Monero. That's what they use.
ISIS coin?
No, there's a real coin called Monero.
And it's used to finance terrorism?
It's the most anonymous cryptocurrency. It's the one that what's that guy's name who created like software for damn it, McAfee.
Yeah.
He used Monero all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's untraceable.
Yeah, I don't know, William. It's a good question though. I think that it was either ISIS or it was a false flag. It was either ISIS or Russia that shot up that rave
or
EDM.
Proxy war, and you know
it could be the, you know who if I had to bet Bitcoin, I would say that it's the outer elite in the Russian government.
Old oligarch.
I bet you it's the old oligarchy. It's I don't know Russian politics that much, but basically I think it could be because you know that Putin recently executed a political adversary, right?
Yeah, and he was in. Well, no, he was in prison and he died.
Right. Right. So guess what? Here's what I think it is. Russia. So Putin. One of Putin's political opponents died, right? And so the people that backed that guy are mad because Putin fucking killed him. So I think and they're trying to grab power. So I think perhaps what happened was they're like, "Oh, Putin, you're gonna kill our guy. Well, guess what? We're gonna ruin the country. We're gonna make you look like an asshole." And I think that's what happened. I think it was the outer elite in Russia that financed this and to make Putin look bad and stir shit up and get him out of office. Well, quote unquote office. It's a fucking dictatorship.
Yeah.
But so is the United States.
Oh, he keeps winning the election for 20 years.
Yeah, 99%.
Yeah. Everybody loves him.
Everyone votes.
Yeah.
10% of the population vote, and he wins 99% of the vote.
Exactly.
Anyway.
They're all mail-in ballots.
We gotta call it. Yeah, they're all mail-in. Yeah. They don't have a mail system in Russia. But anyway.
Yeah, they do. They're just for brides.
The planes are fucked. And porn is banned in Texas.
Not banned. They just need to send your ID so they know what you're looking at.
I went to Pornhub.com. I type in Pornhub.com and they want my ID. I'm like, I moved to Texas to get away from this bullshit.
Yeah.
How is it that in Texas, you can go to in California, you can go on any porn website you want to. They don't want your ID. But all of a sudden in rah, Texas, where we don't want the government involved in our shit, get out of my fucking business.
Yeah.
I have to give my government ID. That's called fascism.
You know what's crazy too?
Fuck Greg Abbott.
Is that you have to be 18 to watch it, but the legal age in Texas is 17.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's anti-Semitic.
How so?
I think the owner, I saw this on X. I saw the owner of Pornhub is a Jewish guy.
Oh, yeah.
So it's anti-Semitic is really what it is. And you know what? You know what I had to do? I had to go on X videos to watch porn.
No, don't say that, because now that you're not watching illegal porn, but you are watching porn illegally.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oop.
And now you're a sex offender.
You know, and you go, and I'm watching legally produced porn with adults on a website called X Videos. But X Videos seems dirty. Whenever I'm on Pornhub, I'm like, I feel like there's a level of trust there. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, hey, I don't know about the ins and outs of the porn industry. I'm sure it's not great. But it's adults.
I can safely assume they're all adults.
Yeah. I go to X Videos, and it just feels like I'm going to, like, Long John Silver's. I'm like, is this even fish?
Yeah. But it's connected to A&W.
Which is also fucking gross. But it's like, I don't want to go to X Videos.
Yeah.
I want to go to Pornhub.
You can go to Twitter.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Twitter.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'll accidentally share it like it.
I know. I'm a Pornhub guy. I like steak. I like Ferraris.
You can get a VPN.
I don't want to pay for a VPN.
Pay for a VPN. Say you're in Germany. You can watch all the porn you want.
I don't want, you know what I don't want is the government getting in my fucking way of my blowing a load.
Yeah.
You want to know how you make more school shootings? Is to make Pornhub behind a fucking ID wall.
I wonder how many kids are taking their dad's ID and it's like, all right, I'll put that in.
The kids are jacking off to like Fortnite characters. They don't even need Pornhub.
Yeah.
Kids are jacking off to like, I don't even know.
I don't want to know.
I really don't. It's all gross to me. Dan Schneider's a pedophile, and so is Brian Peck.
Yeah.
We're blowing through it, but did you see that doc?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
Okay, I won't spoil. I mean,
I've seen like the Nickelodeon sign is actually Epstein's Island, and then they try to like put it on top of it and like, see, and it's like, all right.
It's basically just B-roll from iCarly over like sad music.
Yeah.
Of like getting goo thrown on people's faces. Like a kid getting goo thrown on their face. It's like, oh, this is very sexual.
He was in the hot tub with, I forgot her
Miranda
name.
Cosgrove or whatever. Yeah, Miranda Cosgrove, I think.
Yeah.
Really, really sick. So, I hope in the decentralized globalist world, we can just kill all the pedophiles, elites, and get back to what really matters, which is, of course, obviously it is
God.
There you go. Thank you, Josh.
No problem.
I was trying to think of something. I think that's our show. Go to facebook.com/groups/Sean Show to join. Please join. If you're still listening, I've seen the retention curve on the show. Many people listen to the end. I know you're still listening. Join the Facebook group. Facebook.com/group/Sean Show. If you join and ask a question, I'll give you $5. And you can interact. It makes the show more fun. And the other thing I want you to do, hit the follow. If you listen on Spotify, follow us on Spotify. For the love of fucking God, please do that. And rate the show. Give us whatever rating you want. I'm not going to tell you what to rate the show. But you know what rating to give. 1 star. And I'm on the road. seanreillycomedy.com. I won't do my tour today, so we're going to get out of here. Josh?
Check out Battle of Sketches, April 18th through the 20th at the Black Rabbit. Get your tickets now.
Buy Bitcoin, free Palestine.
Boom.
Bye.